All right, hey guys, welcome to the team call tonight. I am really excited for this one. I'm not going to talk long because I think we're going to get a ton of value from it. Becky is going to be talking about Trello, which she definitely was the first discoverer of it, and it looks really amazing. I'm excited to learn about it. And then Megan is going to follow up and talk about how she's implementing the funnel system that we use in conjunction with Trello. So I think this is just going to be a slam dunk home run. So without further ado, Becky, girl, you go ahead and take it away.
Hey guys, okay. I've never shared my screen before, but I'm definitely gonna try. So I just click share screen, yeah. Okay, and then desktop. Okay. Can y'all see my screen? Yay! Okay, good, okay. I'm just gonna make it bigger. Okay, so I just went to the Trello app. Actually, my boss actually introduced this to me, and I downloaded the app on my phone. And then one day I was at work and I was thinking like, oh, I could probably use Trello for Beachbody. So I actually just went to YouTube and put in Trello and Beachbody. And this coach came up, and I think it was from like 2014 or 2015, and she was like explaining how to do it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the information that she gave as well, because I think that's really good too. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is the first thing with Trello is I don't know who is that. Is that me? Okay, so the first thing that I would do is take how you're doing your tracking system right now. So however you are using your paper and pen, you have the power of threes, whatever you're using with your, to track it each day, take that, what you're doing right now. And then you have to come up with you have to sit down and think of a brainstorming session. You have to be like, okay, so what do I want to do? What do I do during my power hour? And then you just write it all out, just get it all out on paper, everything that you want to, just like a brain dump, I guess. Okay. And then the second thing you want to do is go to Trello.com. It's super simple. So this is Trello.com, and I'm going to move this little guy over. Okay. Then you click sign up, and then it'll give you your information, but I already have an account, so I'm just gonna go to log in. Actually, I think I can just click right here. Okay, so once you log in, you're just gonna be sent to this main page. And wait, I guess it didn't log me in. Hold on. Okay, so once you get logged in, then you're on this main page here, and these are my boards. This is what I created, but I think the number one thing you need definitely would be a page where you would do your power hour. So I called that page my business page. But let's start with this first. If you ever need to, this is what you always click on Trello, this little Trello guy, and it'll bring you back to this main screen. So how do you create a board? Okay, so you log in, and then you're like, okay, what do I do now? You go to this little plus sign right here, and then you can create boards. So you can create a board, a personal team, or create a business team. The personal team would be you would send out emails to other people that already have Trello, and they would be able to be on your board. Everybody could be on your board together. So I'm going to create a board, and I'm going to name the board, I don't know, I'm just going to name it team. Okay. And see, for me, my team is Team Dream Big, so it's already here, but you can put your team there, or you could put Girl Strong, or you could put nothing. That's fine too. And then see, this is here for if you wanted to use this for your Beachbody stuff, and then your personal things, you could add another team, and it would be called something else. Okay, then you hit create. So once you hit create, you get to this like awesome screen, and they always start out blue. I don't know why, but you can change the background colors. That's what I love about this, because I get bored with things so often, and I just want to like change the color all the time. So we're just gonna make this one green for tonight. And okay, so once you're here, then you have like this add to a list. This is called a list. So I'm going to make a list. Just say list and enter. So these two, now you have two lists. These are called lists, and inside the list they're called cards. So then you have your list, and then you have your cards. Inside your cards, you have where you can add comments. You can, like, I can be like, hello, and then I can send it. Oh, sorry. Send it. The awesome part about it is because it will show you the date and time. Like this is just now, but like tomorrow it'll show exactly, when you, and I felt that was a lot like Teamsy, because when I did the trial period for Teamsy, I was able to just copy and paste, what I was, the conversation that I had with my people. And you can do that here as well. You could just copy it from Facebook and just paste it right in there. Okay, so, go ahead. Did you have a question? No? Okay. Okay, so then what I like to do inside my cards, like I like to add the comments, but I also like to create a checklist. So you can create a checklist. I'm being very creative tonight, can you tell? So I'm gonna make it called checklist. And then you can add things into your checklist. So if you have your checklist and then you want like day 1 and day 2, you can just add along there. You can use it to check things off, because then it shows like, okay, you're 50% done, or you could do it that way. Excuse me. Or you can put like a due date on it, like you have to pay this bill at this time. I haven't figured out anything with Beachbody that needs a due date yet though. So maybe just off the top of my head, like every Wednesday you check your downline, because I check my downline every Wednesday. So maybe put like a date there, and then it'll send you a notification to your app on your phone. And also it'll this little guy over here, this little bell, will have like a check mark on it, because it'll be like, yo, you have something to do. Okay,
I use it when I want to message people, like to follow up with people. I put a due date. Like
smart.
There's a girl that was like, I'll have money to pay to buy like All Access at the end of the month, and so I put the due date on to like message her at the end of the month.
That's
I don't
really
know.
Smart. Yeah, because then it will like it'll flag you and say, hey.
Mm-hmm. And it turns red if it's overdue. So
yes,
it kind of is visual.
It totally does. And then, let's see, I'm moving like the little camera guy around. I thought there was a way to put it in a calendar, but okay. So then I think you have to have the business suite to do that. Okay, so then that's like the basics of the board. You create your board by the little plus sign here, create board. You can change the color by the menu. So change the color. You have lists on your board, and then you have inside your lists, you have cards. And then inside the cards, you can either add a comment or make a checklist, add a due date, and I'll show you the attachment in just a second. Okay, so that's the basics of the board. So like, okay, I'm here at this board now, where do I go? So I always click on Trello. You just click the top Trello, and it takes you back to the main page. And so now I'm gonna show you guys about my business. Okay, so I click into my business, and I actually got some of these list ideas from the YouTube video. But so my first thing is here, what I want to learn. So I just put in here, like, one of the reasons why I love Trello so much is you can just like dump all your information. Like if you just like all of a sudden you're talking to someone and they're like I was on I was watching a Snapchat, and the guy, Sean Kinnell, he does the Video Ranking Academy. So I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do that one day. So I just went here to my business and I just threw it in there, and you can do it through your phone app too. You can just type it in. or, you know, like a text. Okay, so that's what I want to learn. I have my daily must-dos and my done for the day. This is really important to me because I make one list of what it is and then one list of it's done. So I have weekly tasks and done weekly tasks. Move the little guy at the bottom to move over. And then I have my current to-do list, my in projects, completed projects, future projects, my goals. That's all on my business. And so here, so this is really, really cool. And Megan showed you guys this too. And I actually just figured this out a couple weeks ago. I was using it forever. And I was taking like the cards, because you can move your cards around. Like you're like, okay, so today training for 1 hour, done. And then you move it over there because it's done. So then at the end of the day, you have like all these things over here and you're just like, how, you know, that's too much. That's too much over there. So you go to your little 3 dots and you say, move all your cards, move all cards in this list. And then you move it to the list where you want it. So it has to go back to the daily must-dos. And then boom, it's all back over there. Like, I just think that's awesome. Okay. So that's how you move your cards that way. Then I have, okay, so this is really cool too. So then I have a training board, and this is where I use my checklists. Okay, so we did the 7-day blitz. So I have my blitz for, you know, my list for every day. You can move your lists around too. Like if you don't want them to be like that, you move your list and you can move your cards inside your list. So okay. So day 2 of the 7-day funnel, 7-day blitz is the day that we did the shoot that they talked about the 7-day funnel system. So I downloaded the attachment to my home page, my desktop, and then I downloaded it to my desktop, and then I uploaded the attachment into this card. So it's here. So I can access it on my phone. I can access it on my computer. It's always here. I don't have to go into Girl Strong and search and be like 7-day funnel system. It's all right here. And the way you do that is you go into your card and you click attachment. So you can attach from your Google Drive, your computer, Dropbox, whatever you want. And then you like find it, you know, and then you attach it. Okay, I'm gonna close that up because I don't want to mess this up. Okay, and then so it kind of shows up in like a small version, but like you saw before, you can just click on it and then it blows it up. Okay, then what else do I want to show you guys here in this, the way I did this one? Okay, so I just created like different, so like my podcasts and then my YouTube videos, books, things that I learned from books, the Surge, the Shakeology Surge. Okay, so I didn't stay on for the whole Shakeology Surge, but I really wanted to hear Darren, so I made sure I was there for him, and so so Monica Ward talked a little bit. So what I did was I created a checklist. I created a checklist for Monica, and I created a checklist for Darren, and I just went in here and I created the checklist. And it's not necessarily, I'm never going to go back and check these things off, but it just makes it an easy way to have everything right here under what he said. And then I would create another checklist for what Nikki said and another checklist for the next person. That's how I create checklists. Okay, so then if you want to go back to the beginning, you click Trello. And so I go to my content. I created a content board, and I really need to work on this. Okay, so I have my brand ideas here, and then I have my story. And this board is so like life-changing, game changer for me, because every Sunday I try to post in the prime time, I try to post like a heartfelt post where everyone's going to see it and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is like, I know so much about you and I just want to reach everybody. And I feel like Sunday is the best night to do that. So I just go in here throughout the week and I type in things that I think I might want to talk about for my Sunday post. And so then once I don't even actually take it out. I just leave it here. And then, so then but I could go in here and be like, okay, I talked about this on such and such day, and then whatever. Or I could make what I do here in my all access, click on all access. I take snippets. I take snippets of what I posted, and I will now put, and then I save it like as a PDF or whatever, a JPEG, and then you attach it over here. And the reason why I do this is because if I don't know what to, like, let's just say I don't know what I can post about today, like I'm just having a blank or I'm having a bad day or whatever, then I can just go here and be like, okay, I can just steal the words from here and put a new picture on it, like I've saved it. And I'm trying to save all my good content, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like this week, we're going to be like posting about the love coaching. So I'm going to actually probably use some of these stories here, the reasons why I love coaching. So then I also have my online fitness group, and then I do my, on my like page, I do a theme for each day, but obviously, I mean, I posted on my like page, but I haven't posted the snippets over here yet. Okay. Then, okay, this is super awesome too. Well, let me show you this one first, and then I will go to my contents. I want to finish with contents because I feel like it'll run into what Megan's going to say easier. Okay, so this board is called Setup, and I got this idea from the lady on YouTube and from the coach on YouTube. And the reason why I set this up is because my team's not very big. I don't have very many active coaches. I have discount people on my team, and but when I get coaches, like I want to set up like a board for them to go to, and they'll have step-by-step on what to do. And so that's what this setup board is. So if I needed to have like a password, if I needed to give them any information, like a password to my Zoom calls or a password to my Facebook, or if I ever get a personal assistant, like all my stuff is going to be right here. And all I have to do is add them to my board. Here we go. Add members. I just have to click here, and you can put in their login plus at Trello.com, and you can add them to your board. Okay, so then I click Trello again. And then I'll just tell you really fast about this. This is, I'm connecting to 10 people a day with Team Cup, this month's Team Cup. So I'm connecting to 10 people a day, but what I'm finding is that I'm getting to know people. Like everyone on my whole like friends list is I'm just getting to know who they are. There's been so many times that I've just said, you know, add friend, and I have no idea who these people are, but they're like friends now. So I have to go so for contacting 10 people each day, it's making it a lot easier for me to know, like, okay, this person is a potential sign up, or this person, you know, like for instance, this person likes, her daughter is gluten-free. So I put here loves to cook, and then I'll get different people because I love Pinterest. And so if I'm on Pinterest, I might as well be saving things for people and sending it to them, you know? So that's what I did for her. Like I found a recipe for her gluten friend, or her daughter's gluten-free. So I found a gluten-free recipe, sent that to her. And then my connections here, like, Lindsay, oh, she's an OBGYN. I'm trying to get pregnant. She works at an OBGYN. Oh, and then this lady, like, I don't even know who this lady is. She like totally was like, oh, and I was talking to her about snowboarding because I'm trying to connect, right? And she lives in Colorado, and so I really do want to learn how to snowboard. So I was talking to her, and then she was like, oh, you can come stay at my house. And like, I was like, oh my goodness. And then I sent the 50 Shades of Grey to this lady. But I want to like build this out more so that I can like just know people more on a more personal level and give them value. Makes them feel special. Okay, so then my contacts board. This board, you can set this board up any way you want to set this board up. I followed a little bit on how the lady did it on the YouTube video. But since it's Team Cup, it's set up a little differently. I actually have it in one of my goals to, you know, I want to set it up more where I feature 5 people for the funnel system every day and set it up that way. Because here I'm just saying hi to everybody because it's February. And I really hope I can get through everybody. Okay, so this is the humbug thing about Trello. This is the bad thing. You know how you can, I feel like everything else is amazing, but this is the bad thing. So you know how you can export your friends list from Facebook. You can export it to an Excel spreadsheet, but you can export it to Excel spreadsheet, but you unless you purchase the business class, you can't import it. You can't import your contacts into Trello. You can import them into Teamsy, and that's awesome, and that's why I loved it. It was so simple. But they charge you each month. So here, you either have to do one or two things. I just typed it. I had like my Excel on this side of my page and my Trello on this side, and I just like typed everybody's name and just enter. You just put it in there. I have like 650 friends. So if you have like 2,000 friends, it might be a little bit harder for you. I know that Amanda, when she did it, she copied and pasted from Excel, right, Amanda?
No, I just ended up, I was actually just copy and pasting from my friends list, but it really was too much like finger yoga. So I just started typing them out. And I found that it was faster.
And how long did it take you to do it?
Probably a couple hours.
I don't think it took very long either.
No, I mean, it was maybe not even a couple hours, but it was worth it. Definitely. It saved me so much time since then. So yeah.
Like it was total, like for me too. So when I first so these are all my contacts I'm just saying hey to, but when I first made it, I made these other groups as well. When I first made it, I was making like my people to connect to, and then I was also making a boys list because most of my boys, I don't really contact them. And then, but some of them I can, yeah. And then I have my Girl Strong coaches, like, so I don't want to contact y'all, I talk to you guys every day. And then, so I was like, I had like 3 or 4 lists open as I was doing it, but then it got just too crazy. And I was like, let me just get everybody in here, and then I can just throw them in wherever I want. And then I have a never will join, because these are like this boy's like 10 years old, and then this is like French who does the cover photo, and this is like my dad, I'm never gonna like contact him and be like, do this for me, but because I would just sign him up. But so then I'm working on that. I'm working on this little thing, but so what I do is I created boards for each day of the week, just because it's February and it's Team Cup, and I just want to add people. And then I type in here what I talked about. So like for this lady, I talked to her. She liked my post about my aunt that I posted. And so then I talked to her about that. Let's see who else. See, like this person, like I just said, hey to her, how are you? And she didn't message me back, so we didn't have a conversation. And then, what else? Okay. So then just like on my board where I have like to do and already done. So I created a sent friends request and then my new friends. So then these are the people that I sent requests to, like for like this person's in my Gilmore girls group, and then Poinciana High School is the high school I went to, and then I'll put like friends with whoever, my sister Amber, my friend Shannon, friends with my mom, and then when they accept my invitation, then I move them over here, and then I'm like, okay, and these right now, these are the people that I'm putting into my 7-day funnel system because they're brand new, and so I can like totally throw them through the funnel system and get to know them. And then I have a list for my challengers. These are all the people that either are in my group right now or have been in my group. And so I like to just contact them. And then these are the people I've talked about coaching with. Follow up about, challenge group, coaching, stay in touch with, but they may not, like I can be their fit friend. And then when they find someone who's like, oh, I want to join, then they'll contact me. Then over here, customers, I haven't downloaded my customers yet. Clubs and groups, these are my groups that I asked to join. And then I have my funnel system right here, which Megan's going to talk about. And actually, I am going to create a board specifically for my funnel system because I think it's going to be easier that way. So let's say like I'm going to create my board for my funnel system. So I'm going to click here, these little dots, and I'm going to say move this list. And I'm going to have my boards are right here, right? So now I don't have my board in there, but but when I create my board, then I can move this whole list over and it'll tell you what position you want. So I must have 13 boards in my business, and then I can move it to like the third spot. And then it just goes straight over. And you can do the same thing here with your cards. So if I have like one of these guys over here that I wanted to say hey to, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, they're the one, she, you know, the one with the daughter that's eats gluten-free. I can copy this board, so there'll be a card here and a card in another board, or I can move this card altogether. So whatever you wanted to do, and you can move it to a different list. You can move it to a different card, a different board, whatever you want to do. Okay, so Trello doesn't really delete boards. Like you can delete, but Trello you can send them to the archive, and then later you can go back and get them out. Like if you're like, oh shoot, I did that wrong, I shouldn't have deleted that or whatever, then you can go back. Okay, I totally think that is it. You can add members to this card, this specific card. I don't know why you would do that, but maybe. Oh, one more thing. Okay, so you can create labels for your cards. Okay, so you just like, you go inside your card and then you have your list of labels. So then you can edit this list, so you can make the green color, I don't know, good time. You can make the green color named that. You can make the yellow color whatever you want. You can enable color. You can you know, change the way it looks. You can create a new label. You can have like the different colors there instead. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. I'll delete that later. So you can change these all around. And so I think Amanda did, she's on my Team Cup team, so we talk about Trello a lot. But so I think that she has it a little bit different than me. So with Team Cup, the way it is, I want to, I'm making my labels like something so I can go back later and say like, okay, all my red people, you know, like this lady, Janice, she's like, I don't know, probably like 65. She probably will never want to join, but I really do think she's nice, you know, and she's like my husband's, I guess, aunt in a way, second aunt or something. First removed, I don't know how they say that, but so she's never going to join, but I want to say hi to her. So later I can just go, I don't have to even open the card. I can just go here, or, you know, like I can just move her. I can just move her over, like all my reds I need to move over. Amanda, how do you do your system?
So far, I've just been listing who or with my labels, if they message back, I turn the color on. So anybody that messaged back to me, I change to yellow. I don't know why I chose yellow, but in that way, I know that I need to follow up with them. And then you can put as many labels on as you want. So I put another label on if they like talk to me about health or fitness. And if they're like, I have a girl that messaged me asking about 21 Day Fix, and she's a stay-at-home mom. So I'm like, oh, she might want to be. And she said she's worked out since, you know, every day forever. So I was like, oh, she might want to be a coach. So I put like special labels on for those.
Yeah, and I think you can change your labels like later.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want. I don't like, let me just check one thing before I send it over to Megan. Can you, oh my gosh, you can have different labels for different boards. Like, okay, so like on this board, where was I? Contacts. Okay, so on this board, like my orange is not likely, but keep in touch. And on this board, my orange can be something totally different.
I didn't even know that you could make them. I just mentally made yellow, blah, blah, blah. I didn't change the name on it. So that's good to know.
Yeah, you can change the name.
Add text.
Okay, so is anybody have any questions? I know that was a lot of information, like holy guacamole, I know. Like so crazy. I can't even, hold on. Have you guys been like asking me questions and I haven't even, okay, good. Nobody's been asking me questions. Okay, that's good.
No, that was really awesome. Thank you so much, Becky.
Of course.
And I think people might have questions here at the end after Megan goes through her. I know I have like a couple of questions.
Okay, that's totally fine, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to ask you why you chose Trello over Teamsy. So if you want to wait till the end, you can answer that one. But you're awesome. Thank you so much, girl. All right, go ahead, Megan.
Welcome.
Okay, I wanted to share about the funnel system. If you guys haven't watched the video on the funnel system, please make sure you do. To get a more of a shortened version of it, it's in Coach Basics as day 2, I believe. You can also search funnel system in Girl Strong. It will come up with the actual system. The video is like 10 minutes. It's really short. What it does is it gives you a way to connect with people without being overly spammy or like pretty much like direct sales, where you're just messaging someone just to say, join my group, and something that, you know, like that we don't want to be, because that's not what we are. So just a quick overview of the funnel system. You guys can look at the graphic. It's literally, if you search funnel system in Girl Strong, it's like, I bumped it like a couple of days ago, so it should be right up there. There are 7 steps. Step 1 is just going to someone's page and liking and commenting on their things on Facebook. And between each of these steps, 2 days go by. So like say I did it today on the 19th, I wouldn't reconnect with them for step 2 until the 21st. So then step 2 is going to be liking, commenting on their things, but then also messaging them personally to start a relationship with them. Step 3 is continuing to message them, forming, they call it. So it's basically family, occupation, recreation, and I forget what M is. Messaging them? I forget what M is. But it's message. Okay, so message. It's basically like just talking. Like go to their page, see what they're into, talk about, you know, their family, kids, jobs, hobbies, you know, anything. Just building a relationship and being friends with someone. So that's step 3 and step 4. So you are literally talking to people for over a week, just talking and learning about them and connecting instead of just like cold inviting. Step 5 is where the invite comes. And this is where, you know, you need to be bold and you need to get out there and you need to invite them. This is after you've messaged them for a week, every 2 days, just learning about them. You drop the invite personally, not like just something spammy. You can just say, hey, like, you know, I don't know, one girl that I've been talking to, she is into fitness. Like, I noticed that you're into fitness. I'm getting ready to start my group, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can say whatever you want, but you want to boldly invite them to a challenge group or to coaching. And then 2 days later, did they respond? So if the answer is yes, you know, then you're talking to them and you're starting a connection that way, telling them about the group, about coaching, whatever. If they didn't respond, you want to just send back, hey, just checking in that you got my message. You know, I just think that it'd be a lot of fun for us to do this together. Like, it's been really great getting to know you, and I think that you'd fit in with my team. I don't know, something like that. And then step 7 is going to be the last step in the funnel system 2 days later. So this is 4 days after you've sent the original invite. And then you're going to say to them, number 1, did they respond to the last message? If the answer is yes, then you're going to be talking about the yes or the no if they're interested. If they still haven't responded, don't be afraid to let them know that they can say no. You know, like, hey, like, don't worry. Like, this isn't something that, you know, I like, don't feel like you have to say yes. I just think that would be such a fun thing for you to do. I think that you would love it, but like, don't feel pressured to say yes. I just wanted to offer you it because I don't know, I'm just like throwing words out there, but just like tell them it's okay that they say no, like they're not forced into this and they don't have to feel awkward for answering you, that like it's okay. If they still don't answer you, this is where you put them into a 90-day follow-up group. So in 3 months, you'll put them back into step 1 of that funnel system. If they do answer you and they say no, I mean, maybe like they're still into fitness, you want to put them back into that 90-day system. Maybe you want to wait a little longer. Maybe they're, you know, not ready today, but they're going to be ready in 30 days. So you can put them into like a 30-day category. So I just wanted to go over that system with you really quick because I've been doing it for like 6 days, I think. I don't know. I just started doing it this week when I found the Trello, thanks to Becky, who sent me videos when I was so confused. I YouTube Trello too, and I didn't know what the F those people were talking about. So Becky did a really great job explaining it to me and helped me get started. But this funnel system will work perfectly with this board. So I am not using this to track everything like Becky is. I'm using this specifically for the funnel system and for my contacts. That is it. So I'm going to share my screen and show you how this is definitely like something that's really easy to do. So here's my screen. My board is very, I just started. These don't even have anything in it. These are what I'm focusing on. So I'm just going to show you my contacts really quick. So this is going to be, so I also am not going to sit here and type in all my friends. I have like 2,200 friends and that will be a waste of my time. So I am using this to start tracking my new friends that I'm getting. And I also have that list that we created in Team Cup, like 500 names down. So as things are happening, I'm adding people into my list. So my first contacts are literally my outgoing friend requests. These are people I've friend requested today and then recently added. So these are people I recently added from people I may know. I have a spot for recently added for my running group. And then I'm in 2 groups, one for running and one for something called One Little Word, which is like a crafting program where you pick a word and you do like creative prompts every month. I joined the group that goes along with that and started friending people in that. So this is where my new people go. But the heart of this is the 7-step funnel system. So how I have this set up is I have contacts. Like literally, I just have to say the number one thing about this for me is there is an app that is set up exactly like this computer system. It is like you're looking at the computer on your phone and you can do everything through this app. So when people started liking posts about my transformation when I was at work, I literally just went onto the app and started adding them into contacts. So I knew I wanted to be contacting them. People that were liking posts and stuff. So this is just random people that I want to message first. It has nothing to do with people that I am friends with already, or it's just people that liked some of my posts that I have a feeling that might want to join the group because they already liked fitness posts. So I have personally set up is I have step 1 through step 7 already just labeled. So you have step 1, like and comment on posts. Step 2, like, comment, message to connect. Step 3, check history and message to, form with them. Step 4, continue to form. Step 5, boldly invite to challenge group or coaching. Step 6, did they respond, message back. Step 7A, message one more time. Don't be afraid to say no. And then a 90-day contact list. So for me, how I'm doing it is I'm picking 5 people. It has taken me about 10 to 15 minutes a day to do my invites just using the system. So I'm going to be upping my numbers to 10. I just tried 5 for the past couple of days because as the lists go on, you're going to be doing stuff from every step every single day. As you get into this a little bit more, you're going to have names every day. If you're adding people every day to step 1, then every 2 days you're going to be, talking to potentially like 5 times 7, 35, 45 people a day, depending on how many people you contact. So the way that I do this is my people, step 1, like and comment. So I have the people from yesterday and the people from today. I have 5 each. So let's just take, I don't know, this person. So I put the date that I messaged them and their name as my card. And then I put the comments. I just put what I did. I like to post about her traveling with her kids. I comment on her daughter turning 3 months old. So I literally know what I am doing when I am commenting on them. So I don't have to go back through messages, scroll their timeline again. Like I know she's a mom. I know she's traveling right now. Here's another person I like and commented posts. She's quoting Tony Robbins. Like I know that this is someone that might be interested because that is something that I've read books by him. Like he's big part of Beachbody. So I just put that. I liked and comment on those posts. And some people from yesterday, this girl, I liked her profile picture, comment on a picture of her nephew. So this I did yesterday, 218, and I'll know that tomorrow on 220, this will be the group of 5 people that I'll be moving over. So like this, it's so easy. Like you're done with them. Okay, I'm going to move them to step 2. You move them to step 2. Step 2, like and comment to whatever, build a relationship. These are people that message back, which is funny, Amanda. I chose yellow too, and I have no idea why. But these are people that I messaged, and they messaged me back. So then I have I like 2 pictures, a comment on one of her little boys, whatever, and then this is what I said. I just said that she kept popping on my Facebook and wanted to say hi, and then she messaged me back today. So I turned her yellow, and we started talking. And this has all my people from yesterday and today. I messaged 5 people from my list from 217 here, and it just goes on and on and on. And then I have 3 people that, you know, I'm continuing to form. And you can like keep I have all our conversations here, you know, asked her if she lives in Philly, you know, tried to connect about running. And then today we talked about running more, like, because she's from the running group. And you're able to just go down line by line by line. So these are going to be my 3 people on whatever day is the 21st that I'll be inviting to the group. And I just feel like the way that you can move these people from list to list to list, and just the system, so you have 7 steps that you do, and you have these people that you're moving over. You can get them all the way down to the end where they're going to join or they're not. You can add them in here. You can create a whatever it is, I don't know who that is, but you can create a due date for 90 days, and it's going to remind you that their 90 days is up, and you're going to funnel them right back through that system. So I just thought that this was a brilliant system to add this on. I don't want H there anymore. How do I get you away? Well, archive H. So I just thought it was like a brilliant system to move person to person to person, to start adding people and friending people and keep track of people. So I'm going to stop my share, but you know, a lot of people, when they start out, they think that you don't need a tracking system. I love pen and paper. I'm like, every time I go to Target, every time I go anywhere, I come home with a notebook. No idea why, but it's just my thing. And I love pen and paper, but I have too many people that I have contacted. I cannot keep up with it. And I cannot keep writing their names over and over again in new notebooks, because I want to keep changing my tracking system, and it's not working. So I have a list of everyone I've ever contacted, pretty much, in probably a million notebooks. But if you think that you don't have enough friends to start a contact system, you're wrong. You just start with a system, because you're going to get to a point like me, where I know people have fallen through the cracks. I know I've missed people that were, you know, probably hoping to join, hoping I would reach back out to them. You need to keep track of this stuff, because if you're friending people every day, your network grows tremendously. If you're adding 5 people every day for a year, I can't do math, but that's well over 1,000 people, I think, 1,500 people in a year. If you're adding 5 people a day. So I highly recommend this system. I tried TeamZ for 30 days. I cannot speak completely to TeamZ because I didn't use it as much as I could have, because there is no app dedicated to it. There is a website related app. You can save the website to your phone. But this is an app that's actually created for the system, that is set up the same way the computer is, and it is free, which is another really big plus for me. I mean, if you don't have to pay for something, that's great. And my other really big plus about this is the checklist system. So you feel pretty accomplished when you are checking things off your list. This is really accomplished, because your list is disappearing. You're moving it from, I need to do to done. And then you go in and your list is done, and you just go and move all the stuff from one list back to the other list. And then you start again the next day. So that's all I wanted to say. I think that this funnel system is perfect for everyone, especially people who are just starting, because I know how hard it is to invite. I know that is mainly most people's biggest problems and biggest issue is the inviting aspect of this, because they think they're going to come across salesy and they don't want to. This is a way that you can literally connect with people and then ask them to join in a really friendly way, which is exactly what you want to do. You don't want to be spamming people, and this is the perfect system to do it. And I think it's really time efficient, because I'm a scatterbrain most of the time in my life, and this has literally, I've been 10 to 15 minutes. If you have your 5 names down, I do it both. I'll be on my phone, moving people back and forth, and then I search them on my phone and I'm messaging them on my phone as I'm moving them from one system to the other. So like it's very time efficient. It is, you know, like, oh, this girl, I'm going to go to her page, I'm going to message her, and then I'm going to type in my computer like what I'm doing. So that's pretty much all I have. I don't know if anyone has a question about the funnel system or how I'm using this. It's like to each their own, like whatever you feel like is good for you to track, that's you. Like this is going to be like my people tracking system. Becky uses it for absolutely everything, which is great. You can create anything. So that's it. So if anyone has questions or
Megan, show them how they can search, because I forgot to show them that, and that's really easy too. If you have like tons of names. Oh, okay. I
don't even know how to, I watched your videos and set it up to do the funnel system. So I just started like 40
really fast with you guys. Okay, really fast. Okay. Sorry, I made it smaller. Okay, so like you're here in your contacts and you're like, oh my gosh, this girl just messaged me. Like I want to find her name. Her name's Brittany. So then you go up here to this little, you know, like the little magnifying glass. And then all your Brittany's are going to pop up and it's going to tell you where they are. So you're like, okay, Brittany Avila is in Sunday. I contacted her on 2-5. Brittany Lee is over here. Brittany Pogue is, you know, she's in connecting. And you can just click right on that and you go, okay, I need to move her. Well, she's archived. I need to unarchive her, or I need to move her to a different card, or I just need to find her. And it's really simple. And you can do that to each board. You can look for your cards because it can get very confusing. So yeah. Okay, that's it.
And you can move them from within the card. I don't know if you showed that. Like when you click on them, you can just move them to a different list on that move tab.
Yep, just click move. Yeah.
I used to move them manually until I found that.
I know. And every time you work with it, you play with it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just found something new. You can also pay for things. They connect to this company called Zapier, Zapier, and you can have them create things for you. You can anything. Like for my job, she has the business suite, so you can make it actually look like a calendar. Different things like that. When you get the business suite, your backgrounds look different too. They look cooler, but I really don't need that. Okay, that's it.
Okay, wait, before I forget, because I'll get scatterbrained, everybody like get cute because we're gonna take a picture. All right. Hold on, I need a second.
I love how everybody's like,
yeah. Hey, we're girls. Like, let's just be real, right? All right, everyone get a minute, get yourself together. And then I'll post this in the team page, and then y'all can use it to go out and, you know, make a great post about how the team is awesome. We work together, and just don't tag anyone because then we'll all have the same photo 15 times on our timeline. So, okay, all right, ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, hold on, let me check. All right, y'all, let's fly. Okay, we're good. Becky, why did you choose Trello over TeamZ?
Oh, the only reason why I chose Trello over TeamZ is because of the price. And I know that TeamZ, like, you know, they're like, if you follow this system, you can, and it's so crazy because I've sold 2 challenge packs this month. And so that pays for the TeamZ, and that's what TeamZ tells you. They say, you know, it's $30 a month, but you use this system and you're gonna sell. And it's so true. If you have a system like this Trello has, you know, it's totally done it for me. So I mean, that's the only reason. And yeah, that's really the only reason, because I really like it on the computer, and I really like TeamZ because it's so Beachbody oriented, and it was created by a Beachbody person. Like, it just looks so much better. So it was really just the price.
So it's totally free. And you said there was a business upgrade. How much is the business upgrade?
Let me see if it'll show me.
And if you guys don't know, Team Z is $30 a month after
I
the.
saw there was a $10 one and then the $30 one, I think.
Okay.
There's two different
Okay.
business upgrades.
We have you can get the business class for $10 per month. Wait, it's $10 per month if you pay it annually. And you have app interactions, team overviews, and more security. They have enterprise for large companies managing multiple teams across Trello, but that you can just contact them. It doesn't say how much those cost.
Okay. Thank you. And do you guys have any other questions? I'm sure you guys have to have questions. That was just so much information.
I just wanted to add this too. The reason I chose it is I'm not an emerald at all. I hate working on my computer. Like I hate numbers. TeamZ was overwhelming to me with like the way it was set up. And this is like so visually pleasing for people that are like more visually. Like it was just, it's like, I feel like TeamZ is for like adults and this is for like children. Like, you know, like the colors and like the boards and like, it's just like so, it spoke to my mind. Like, I think both systems work. It's following a tracking system. Like, it doesn't really matter what system you follow, but this was like, it was for a child. It's like easy to follow, and that's exactly what I need in my life.
So I had a question for Megan. I think you might have answered it, but okay. So with the funnel system, so I know that it says like wait a day, so it's like every 2 days, but you don't wait 2 days to put new people into the system, right?
No, every single day you're adding people to step one.
And so then okay.
So there will be a time where if you're adding 10 people a day to step one, there will be a time that you will be contacting 70 people in a day because you will have people in every single step funnel.
Okay.
So it all depends on how many people you talk to. When you start off, it's going to be slower. Why it's probably taking me 10 minutes because I don't even have people in every slot. But I mean, just think of it. If however many you're adding, you're going to times that by 7. And in 2 weeks, that's how many people you're going to be talking to every single day.
That's what, okay. Thank you. Cause I was thinking about adding 5 people. But I think, I mean, why not go big, you know?
Right. I started with 5 this week. So the past 3 or 4 days, I've only done 5. I'm going to definitely start with 10 tomorrow. When you have all the people here and you have such a system laid out, well, yeah, it'll probably take longer than 10 minutes to talk to X amount of people, but you'd be able to do it in your power hour. I have no doubts, even talking to 70 or if you do 15 a day.
I think that was the only place where Laura like cautioned her team. She was like, if you have so many people and they're actually all responding to you, you don't want to lose people because you don't have the time to like answer them correctly. You're really like for a relationship because you have so many conversations going on. So she's like, it's better to have like 5, like, you know, really in-depth ones than like lose people because you started with too many people in the system. But she says like go through it a few times and then you can kind of tell how it's going to pan out.
That's what I'm running into right now. Like I'm behind on my Team Cup people because I have so many people contacting me like all day. I'm just like, and then when I get to my power hour, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to answer all these people. And yes, I love like spreading my joy to them, but oh my gosh, it's like so many people. So it makes me behind, but I think I'm going to just make an executive decision and just jump into Trello system instead of saying hey to everybody. Because technically, I don't know. I'll make that decision tonight. Okay, so then my other I had another question. Oh gosh, I forgot it. Go on to someone else. Darn.
No, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for like pioneering this effort for the team. Anything else? No.